Good morning, everyone. This is J. Lou. I'm still absolutely shocked. That's the one word I can think of how I feel. Shocked. Just shocked. Last night, you had the Kansas City Chiefs going for history, going for a three-peat, with people saying already, putting with Mahomes and Tom Brady as the GOATs and all that. And they absolutely they didn't just lose the game against the Philadelphia Eagles. The Chiefs got their ass kicked last night, 40 to 6. The final score was 40 to 6. I'm sorry, 40 to 22 or 40 to. I was thinking what the score was at its worst. It was actually 40 to 22 or something like that at the final score. Like I said, it wasn't even that close. It was 40 to 6 at the end of the third quarter. They got their ass kicked, dude. They got their ass kicked. I mean, pretty much from the jump. We already thinking early in the game when the Eagles were moving the ball and they had that one penalty against the receiver. But everybody's saying, "Oh, here come the refs again." It was early in the game. This was when the Eagles had the ball first. And then once you looked at the replay a couple of times, like, oh, okay, he had a hand on his face mask. So that didn't really, the officiating in this game did not make any impact at all. The other thing that really didn't make a difference in this game that people were thinking would make a difference on the Eagles side was Saquon Barkley. It didn't matter that he only rushed for 50 or 60 yards in this game yesterday. It's because the Kansas City Chiefs offensive line got totally destroyed. Totally destroyed. The Eagles defense came with it from the opening round and did not stop. The only reason why the Chiefs ended up finally getting some points because it was garbage time at that time after they went up 40 to 6. But I will tell you, basically, whenever, I'm not going to say the game was over. I'll tell you when the game was over, but let me get to where basically the Eagles were already up 10-0. They already scored a touchdown early on, and then they stopped the Chiefs, and then the Eagles went down and they kicked a field goal. So they're already up 10-0. And then Mahomes got pressure on the next drive, and he threw that terrible pass. And then Cooper DeJean, happy belated birthday, Cooper DeJean on the Eagles. Got it. Pick 6. But before you know it, 17-0 Eagles. And then the Chiefs had the ball again, and then they put more pressure on them again. Oh, by the way, these weren't blitzes. None of these were blitzes. Nothing exotic or nothing. It was their base defense that was coming after Mahomes. And I think he got sacked 5 or 6 times in the game. So I guess Texans fans, we know how that feels with C.J. Stroud getting pressured all the time. But going back to what I was saying. So Mahomes gets pressured again. Throws another interception. A couple plays later, another touchdown for the Eagles. I was already saying, okay, it's 24-0 at that time. This was before halftime. This game's pretty much a done deal. It's a wrap. But the nail in the coffin was whenever Hurts threw that long ball to that receiver in the end zone. 34-0. See ya. Good night. Hasta la vista. That was a wrap. So I don't know if the game was worse or Kendrick Lamar at halftime show. But I don't care for Kendrick Lamar. And I get tired of these musicians trying to go all political and stuff like that, like them and Beyonce and these other artists. I want to hear good music. I don't want to hear some freaking these activists and shit like that. You know, if you want to do all that, then go out there on the streets and go be an activist. I don't want to hear that crap. I just want to hear some good music. But my only comparison, going back to the game, my only comparison to this straight up beat down, basically a defense dominating a Hall of Famer. Because let's just go ahead and say it. Mahomes is probably going to be a Hall of Famer. He's already won probably the best 7-year start out of anybody, including Tom Brady. I mean, he's already been in the Super Bowl. Obviously the last 4. He's already won. He's already won. Besides the last 2, he already won that other Super Bowl too. So what? Like the last 3 out of 4 years, he's won a Super Bowl. The only comparison I have is when the Legion of Boom. And I'm going back about 10 years, 11 years. Whenever the Broncos with Peyton Manning went up against Seattle Seahawks in their LOB, the Legion of Boom, Pete Carroll. That's the only comparison I have is with this game to that game. That's how bad of an ass kicking, how dominating the defense was. I got to go back about 10 years to basically kind of have a comparison. But this was worse than that. This made Mahomes look so mortal. Made the Chiefs look. So their defense, I'm going to give credit to the defense. The Chiefs' defense held Saquon Barkley in check pretty much throughout the game. But their first half, their defense was playing pretty good. But you can only do that for so long when your offense is basically not doing anything. The Chiefs only had 1 first down that whole first half. And I think they had, 20, 30, 40 yards, if that, in the first half. But, so the Chiefs defense held their own, and they did a good job, in the first half. But second half, the dam broke. They couldn't keep holding the Eagles down like that. Just like I said, Mahomes gave them those 14 points with those 2 terrible passes. One was obviously a pick 6. That was boom. 6 points going the other way. And then, obviously, like I said, a few plays later, after, they basically, when the Chiefs got back on the field and he threw another interception, Hurts threw a few plays later, throws basically another touchdown. So, anyways, to me, that was pretty much, it was pretty much done when it was 24-0. So it was pretty much done before halftime. And then we had to check out Kendrick Lamar and his garbage freaking halftime show. I mean, the only good thing about that halftime show, now I'm going back to the halftime show because it was pretty bad. They had good dancers on there, good dancers with the dancers and all that. I always want to see some dancers and all that besides the main artist. And he had a Samuel Jackson on there, which was pretty cool. He had SZA. SZA's okay, but yeah, it's one of the worst halftime shows ever. Commercials weren't that good either. So I don't know, but it was an annihilation. It was a straight ass kicking. I'm sorry, Fred. Sorry, Jerry. Shout out to y'all. I know this was hard to watch. They'll be back though. The Chiefs will be back. I mean, as long as Andy Reid's gonna be there coaching, I don't know how long Andy Reid's gonna be in there coaching because he's already getting up there in age. Unless he's gonna keep going as like Pete Carroll, like up in his 80s and shit, whatever. But Mahomes is still not 30 years old. Now Kelsey's getting up there in age, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna beat to a few more Super Bowls here. So I don't know, but I'm still in shock. It is what it is. I mean, I thought it was going to be a close game, but obviously I was wrong. I'm sure a lot of y'all Eagles fans and Eagles fans yesterday because y'all hate the fucking Chiefs, which I saw on my social media. Mike. What's going on, Mike? My boy Matthew out there. It's all good, man. It's sports, man. It happens. But yeah, I did not expect a straight up. It was straight up ass kicking. Like I said, it wasn't even a game. They didn't just lose to the Eagles. They got their fucking ass kicked, dude. It was a curb stomping. So anyway, give me your thoughts and everything. I'm sad now because football season's over. I'm sorry I don't watch the XFL, UFL, whatever the hell they got coming up here in the spring. Now I'm ready for the Astros. See what the Astros gonna do here. What the hell's gonna happen with Breggy? I don't know why he's still hanging around. He doesn't want to be in Houston, so just go ahead and get the hell out the H. Shit. And then we got the Rockets, man. About to be All-Star break. Rockets finally broke their losing streak. Because, man, it was 6 was already bad already, losing 6 in a row. They finally beat Toronto yesterday. So at least there was one good thing that happened yesterday. The Rockets won. They beat Toronto at home. But they got this back-to-back here coming up Wednesday and Thursday. They got the Phoenix Suns at home. And then they forget who they're playing after that. But just win these two. That way you have a winning streak before All-Star break. And anyways, man, I'm going to enjoy my day off today. Go Rockets. Go Astros coming up. Breggy, get the fuck out the H if you don't want to be here no more. Astros already offered you more money. Go Cougs. Whose house? Cougs house? Whose house? Giga Maggies. Woo! And y'all have a good day, y'all. I'm out. Peace.